When you think of Maokong, you think of the gondola. But there's so much more to it than that. It's the perfect place to find your cup of tea. It's situated by Xinyi District, the center of fashion and finance. There you'll see cinemas, restaurants, and other entertainment venues. During the weekends, the streets are flooded with friends and family. They're here to chill out and enjoy the performances of different street artists, whether it be singing, dancing, or doing stunts. Aside from the shopping malls, there are vendors and pop-up stores, including tea ceremonies that add to the variety. However, what if you hope to experience something aside from the bustling streets of Taipei? Where would you go? Today we're going to show you a getaway to Maokong, which is only 10 minutes away from Xinyi District. Maokong, which is linked to Xinyi by the Xinyi Expressway, allows you to take a break from the busy streets of the urban areas and enjoy the peaceful, mellow vibe in the mountains. For someone who has never been to this part of Taipei, it's hard to believe that there could be such a huge difference in lifestyle when these two places are only a tunnel apart. Before the expressway was built, farmers had to travel to the urban areas via a trail known as the Tea Trail. Once you arrive in the mountains, the aroma of Phytonside welcomes you to a village of tiny brick houses and a strong sense of hospitality. Right in front of your eyes lie the Zhinan Mountain, whose residents have long been a part of the art of tea making. Back in 1979, the former Taipei mayor Li Denghui believed that Maokong has the potential to become a tourism attraction as a center for tea plantation. That's how the Taipei Tea Promotion Center was established. And in order to promote this attraction, the local government set up different public transportations, such as buses and the gondola. The Maokong Gondola is the first recreational cable car system in Taipei City. It is the longest cable car system in Taiwan, with a length of 4 kilometers, and the complete ride takes about half an hour. Not only can you enjoy the picturesque views from within the gondola, but also find a tea house to relax and chat with its owners at your convenience. The Maokong Gondola began operations on July 4, 2007, and brings tea producers and consumers closer to one another. Many people think that drinking tea from actual tea leaves is a thing of the past. But here at Maokong, the younger generations inherit the tea houses and tea gardens. To spread this culture even more, they founded the Muzha Young Farmers Association in 2018, and there are currently more than 30 members. Besides inheriting the century-old tea culture around Muzha, for the first time this year, they held an event in the Xinyi District to promote the tea culture in the city area. This year's theme is Little Tea House. They want to carry on the beauty of the tea culture and pass it on to youths of future generations. We interviewed 2 young tea farmers from the association to better understand the Maokong tea culture, as well as these farmers' motivation to return to the mountains. And we're also going to find out what they want to do to innovate the tea culture. Our first interviewee is from Maokong Basin, and their family has been growing tea for 4 generations. They are famous for their Muzha Tieguanying and Tieguanying black tea. This year, they won the 2nd prize for the Tieguanying Winter Quarter competition. Their successor, Yuanpu, works on tea processing with his father, while his mother is in charge of the selling.
他回来传承这个制茶这一区块是最要看到爸爸妈妈年纪都慢慢大，而且祖先留下来的茶园还算不小，不想说荒废掉。
Maokong Basin not only plants their own tea leaves, but also has an entire 2nd floor dedicated to the manufacturing of tea leaves after they've been harvested. Some families, like Yuanpu's, have kept the tradition of manufacturing tea, while others have decided to stop planting their own tea leaves. One of those families is the founder of Maokong Tea Master. Our interviewee Howie, who will be inheriting the business, shared with us the story of how his father officially founded Maokong Tea Master in 1980.
从我父亲接手之后，家里的茶园面积慢慢在减少，因为土地的肥沃度不够了，Maokong可以开发的面积又少。我们这边算是台北市的保安林，所以能够开发的种植的面积是不够的。因为我们这个地方的生的小孩没有那么多，对，所以我们只好舍弃掉种植这一块，专精在制造上。
In 2017, Howie came back to inherit the business after he had finished serving in the military.
他姓向，然后他以前是老师，所以我们都叫他向老师。他和我父亲买茶买了34年，那我爸爸做茶也做34年。他就跟我讲一句话，他说：“你现在如果不做茶，那以后我的儿子想要喝茶的话，那我要找谁？”这句话对我的影响其实蛮深刻的，就是说，如果我现在不做，那未来如果我的爸爸的客人的小孩想要继续找人要接触到茶叶，他们可能会无从选择。
However, not all was smooth in the beginning. For the father and son, the generation gap proved to be a great challenge. While the elderlies believed that the quality was more important than the wrapping, Howie felt that the packaging was the first impression people had of their tea leaves.
旧方法明明就卖得好好的，那你为什么要一个新的方法来进行它？对，他认为这是不合理。
They also disagreed on the selling of tea bags, which they've only begun since 2019. Besides, they've also started selling cold brewed tea for people to enjoy during the hot summer days.
早期我父亲认为茶包是没有效益的，对。那我发现这些年轻人，我们还是喝茶包多一点。现在大家没有泡茶文化已经没那么盛行，对。那有了茶包可以降低人家想要进入这个喝茶这件事情的难度。
To prepare a cup of tea from original tea leaves, there are several steps. First, you put the tea leaves into a teapot. Then, pour the boiling water into the teapot. Next, you pour the water into the other teacups to cleanse the instruments. After that, you need to pour the boiling water into the teapot until it spills over. Then, you pour the brewed tea into a separate teapot. At last, you serve your friend's tea from that teapot instead. Now you see how much detail there is to preparing a simple cup of tea. Traditionally, Maokong sells tea leaves in its original shape in containers. The most iconic tea leaves in Maokong are TAIWAN, Premium TAIWAN, and Baozhong. Baozhong has a soft, succulent texture. The tea leaves are long and curly, with a polished, deep green color. Once brewed, it has a golden yellow hue. In the cup, you'll find a buttery, sweet, floral aroma. TAIWAN offers a mellow taste with a buttery, velvety texture. The shape of the leaves is ball-like, and its colors are a sandy green. Once brewed, it becomes a deep orange. It is known for its exquisite clarity in its aroma and offers a natural orchid fragrance, which lasts longer than any other tea. The tea houses here also offer tea from other parts of Taiwan, like oolong tea and Jingxuan.
土地是米的这样，是米的。
In the art of tea tasting, the scent is very important and is a crucial part during the tea competitions. One type of tea leaf can actually have over 5 distinctive smells. Besides the smell, the judges of the competition also take the color and texture of the tea into consideration. Such delicate differences can only be experienced when you drink tea made from authentic tea leaves. Nowadays, more and more people are simply drinking tea that takes just a few seconds to prepare. On the streets, there are numerous bubble tea shops that are always crowded with customers. To give you a better idea of how popular these stores are, the total sales of drink stands and ice stands amount to roughly $1.6 million just from January 2020 to October 2020. What's even more impressive is that there are actually more drink stores here than convenience stores. However, you don't really know the quality of the tea that is offered at your average bubble milk tea shop. When you prepare a cup of tea with that tea bag, did you know that most tea bags do not use the actual tea leaves, but rather use the twigs to lower its costs? That's definitely not the kind of tea offered here at Maokong. Even though its altitude is only roughly 300 meters, its mist and fog makes it ideal for tea leaves. With an annual rainfall of 2,800 millimeters and an average humidity of 83%, Maokong's conditions are perfect for growing tea. However, it takes more than such advantages to achieve award after award of recognition. What makes the family's tea so flawless is their precise and superb tea-making skills. The key to their skills is the training. Since tea leaves all come from the same type of bush-like tree, the process of roasting and preparing the tea leaves is very important.
每个茶叶就好像我们做衣服，你一块布要做长裤，要做裙子，要做衣服，意思一样。
It is this 8-step process that gives each tea their distinctive flavor, from harvesting to roasting.
中午比较没有露水、阳光采的茶最好，就10点到差不多到2点的茶叶。可是
因为它本身的含水成分比较少，本身含水成分比较少，做起来的茶比较香。
The procedure affects the flavors, appearance, smell, and of course the name of the tea.
这个整个猫空的制茶师傅，你到每一家，他做出来口味完全不一样，因为他这个不是电脑做的，所以每个师傅做出来口味、口感都会不一样。
Each step is unique and takes years of practice plus guidance from the previous generations to perfect. That is why young farmers who come back must go through intensive training in order to offer visitors a pure and delicious cup of tea.
我和我父亲是在制茶上，我们会一起做，但是在烘焙的部分，在制茶的后段，烘焙这部分的话是我父亲为主，我为辅导。
That's because this step is crucial in creating the scent and taste of the tea.
制茶的过程，其实每个师傅都一样，只是有的时候说你下去最后的程序就是烘焙，因为你烘焙还是一大学问。
The beauty in the art of roasting is that even if the same tea leaves were made by the same person, the difference in time could make the taste transform into something new. The youths who have started making their own tea also created a flavor that is unlike that of their parents.
回来接手做的特色就是做比较花香。铁观做比较花香，跟爸爸的手法不一样。爸爸都是做比较手果香，可是在年轻化就比较喜欢喝清香花香。
Every year, the families will prepare their own unique tea to participate in the most important event for them, the tea competitions. To be awarded in these competitions brings them a sense of achievement that motivates them to continue making more top-quality tea. The warmth and generosity deeply rooted in Maokong continues to grow within the tea houses. This affection is a calling for the young farmers to promote the tea culture they have grown to love.
如果你一辈子都是做好的，没有做过坏的，你可以成为好的师傅，但是你不能成为顶尖的师傅，因为你不知道什么样叫做坏的，那你就不能找到里面的缺点，而做出最好的东西。
Their passion gives them the strength to continue the path of traditional tea making. Even if preserving the tradition may mean many hurdles along the way, they never give up. In order to keep this culture alive, they are determined to continue learning and innovating. They know that the setbacks are the key to their success.
常讲说活到老学到老，我觉得在茶里面是更深刻的。我父亲常常跟我讲说，让他做茶做34年，他也不敢说自己能够做出完全是好茶，一样会失败。
Learning is a lifelong journey. And it is even more so for these young farmers who have only begun to start on their paths.
到现在的这样，所以这边的那个有一些东西就是一直都没有变更，一直都没有，就是大家都很怀念，就是说，以前常常回来的那种感觉，那种大家聚集在一起的那种感觉，对，所以他们都说我们。还好你们有做茶，我们才可以回来，大家聚一聚，大家聊聊天。
农业对台湾很重要，就是农家帮所有人保留了一个归去的方向。